Off. And a jolly good morning to each of you. This is Barb Verbonich, ambassador from Salinas, California. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be with you this morning. There's some really awesome things that we're going to be doing, and I hope you'll hang into the very end. Today's focus is a brief note, important note about Dr. Carl, update as to what's going on in your business, training emphasis. I'm going to just cover a couple things in depth regarding share the story, review that comp plan because we can never know enough about it and be familiar enough with it. And then talk about what's ahead and today's gem, something that I picked up while flying from home to Washington, D.C. on Sunday for a spur-of-the-moment celebration of my brother's 80th birthday. My sweet niece brought us all in to surprise him, and I picked up a wonderful book in the airport called The Coaching Habit that has some excellent 7 steps, 7 questions to help you become more attuned as to how you can help your distributors. So first of all, Quila and I got an email from Tom regarding Dr. Carl, and I'm going to just read that to you and ask for your support given to him. So, dear ambassadors, it saddens me to inform you that Dr. Carl is facing some serious health challenges and will soon be headed into a complicated surgery. As of late, he has been staying home with Jean, who, despite her own health challenges, is taking great care of the man she has been married to for more than 50 years. Both need our support and encouragement at this difficult time, and I thought it would be nice if the ambassador team and Quila and I are including all of you, if all of us showered them with love, support, appreciation, and prayers. Ryan and I went to the Hastings family and asked if this would be okay. They were most appreciative, and I'll show you where we can send some notes in just a moment. Tom went on to say the family has requested something very important here. Do not call or send emails. And most importantly, too, don't post any information regarding this on social media. It's really important that we honor that. We know how different sources of social media can kind of get carried away, and we really want to emphasize the importance that this is Dr. Carl's challenge, and he and the Relive headquarters have the right and it's the proper protocol for them to determine when this should be made public. As we know, he is world-renowned, number 9 out of 5,000 food scientists. And we do not want to do anything but give him encouragement. So please do not call him or his family or Relive to inquire. Don't send any emails and don't post any social media. Tom went on to say, I know this is difficult. We are family and Relive. We always have been and we always will be. Dr. Carl Jean means so much to all of us. And now it is our time to show them how much we care. He says, I'm sorry that I am the bearer of bad news, but I thought that letting you know was the right thing to do. I appreciate all of you, and this only makes me want to work harder to tell the world about Dr. Carl's great work. And I can't agree more. So here is the address. You can just send it to Dr. Carl Hastings, Relive International. It's the address found on all of our publications. 136 Chesterfield Industrial Boulevard, Chesterfield, Missouri, 63005. Quila, did you want to add anything to that, please?
I just think, I mean, it doesn't, we don't know what this is. They're not really going into that. I think, I mean, it's, you know, he just has a very complicated surgery ahead, and so we're all praying that that outcome is fine and that he gets well. So I think he's a very strong man. He's remarkable. He's in remarkable health. I mean, up to this point. And so, you know, we don't have a clue what this is, but I'm sure, sounds like it's caught them, you know, it's caught them a little bit, it was a surprise. So I just think that I know that the ambassadors are doing extremely well of keeping this quiet. I sent a note to Tom and Ryan and just said, can we go ahead and share this? And they said yes, but really emphasize the social media thing, because that's it's just that's their wishes. So we want to abide by that. But
Right.
hopefully the minute that we hear anything, we'll make sure that everybody knows.
Right, and I'm so glad that we are able to share it with our groups. And if you hear people chatting about this, and you can encourage them also to just let headquarters and let Dr. Carl be the ones to make this more public. We can just be supportive and encouraging to him in this time of recovery. But sure do love him. What an incredible man. And I love what Tom said about more desirable to really tell the world about what he has done.
Oh,
So
Barb, hey, Barb.
Yes,
Roger
yes.
also said, and he is right, because we talked about it last night, it also includes texts. So they're
Good.
to just be,
So no text messages, no emails sent to Dr. Carl or Relive or his family regarding all of this. Just honor their privacy. Send those prayers, those letters, those cards, those words of encouragement. And again, no posting on social media. Thanks, Quila. Okay. So I just think it's wonderful that we can kind of set the bar, because we now know what's going on. And if others happen to ask you what's going on, you can share this protocol with them as well. Okay, so let's get into here. What's happening in your businesses? Who'd like to share just a couple things, what's happening? I must say I'm very encouraged to see a lot that's going on for particularly Yvette Dickey and my team, and Lucia Hanna, Rudy Goltiao. They are all enjoying this challenge that we have for our Hawaii promotion. And it's so exciting when we see finally some things kind of coming to fruition, understanding how numbers make a difference in the business. And once we start putting our head down and making those phone calls and contacting people, we start growing. And nothing is more rewarding than to see that in people in your business who are wanting to do so. Who would like to share something? We've been greatly encouraged.
Hey, Barb, this is Quila, and last week we had a quick start, and this week we had another quick start. So, and
four more points. Way to go. Yay. Good. Thank you, Quila. Anyone else?
I
Nothing
can share.
good. Oh, yay, Lauren. Yes, sir.
Hey, my thought this morning is just the joy when somebody orders for the first time. That's always really exciting, but I always find it to be more exciting when people reorder for the first time on their own accord. It just shows that they're getting results, that they see the value in the products. We had a friend of mine from work reorder for herself, but she's excited that her daughter wants to try now too, and her daughter's actually somebody that I shared Relive with first, and got a no thank you. So it's fun now that her mom's getting results, and so now she's excited to try. So just lots of good things happening over here in the Laird organization.
That's wonderful. And it's so exciting as we get those little dings on our phone with announcements regarding that. Isn't it great? It's so fun. And we can go immediately to that, send them a word of encouragement via the information that's connected to that order. It's amazing. So yay, Lauren. I agree. Nothing like a reorder for the first time. It's definitely showing the work that you've put in and your follow-up, and letting that person know you care is really making a difference. Good job. One more, and then we'll go proceed here. 5, 4. 3, 2. Let's go. Okay. Well, here we go. I'm going to move through these rather quickly because I do have the other two things that I'm wanting to emphasize. But I think the most important thing for us to see with this question, how do you succeed with Relive? That answer fuel your business with new people. And also, you know, it's kind of fun to just think in terms of a couple purposes too. Know where you're going, know how to make money. In other words, know that compensation plan, know how to duplicate with ease, and know how to secure your business by doing some great follow-up. Circle of success, take action now. I think the one thing that I have appreciated so much about I'm hearing some things. Maybe I should mute. We'll try without. But circle of success, take action now, and these are our daily fundamentals. Identify, connect, share the story, ask for a decision, and register and go. And now, some 16 years later that I've been doing this Relive business, I think the thing that I have appreciated mostly is being organized. I have things right at my fingertips, immediately to my left, my people binder, my downline leaders, my in-touch and follow-up, my organizational contacts, and it's exciting. It really saves time. I have some clipboards beside me here where I'm able to do some in-touch and just really keep track of power hours and different leads and contacts. So I really encourage you, take the few minutes that it takes if you haven't figured out a little system, but do something that's going to help you know where you are keeping these important things. It truly does save time, and it makes doing your business a whole lot more enjoyable. Identify, using that IXR Get Started guide. That's a fabulous way to help prompt people's names and contacts. And you surely don't want to do this alone. You want to use your sponsor, definitely, to help you build these lists. Make those lists of 10 prospects for business, 10 prospects for product. Your sponsor is really a wonderful key because they help you not prejudge the list that you're going to make. It helps you really think of people, including everybody that you may not have been able to think about on your own. It also, using the IXR Get Started guide, helps establish a process. It helps establish a really good, strong relationship between you and your sponsor, and it shows you and the people you are contacting the value of working together and that you are not having to do this business alone. It helps prompt immediate action as well. It helps you think of people in your warm, your hot, your referral, and your cold markets. And you're never finished identifying those people. You are never finished building your list. So understand, always have new people to talk to. Family, friends, work, church, school, social media. That's a great one these days. And I just think it's fabulous how headquarters is helping us. Find ways to add to a list every day. I call that list my people binder. And I've used all kinds of things that are beneficial to me. Connect to those people. Review your 20 prospects with your upline and decide who's first, who's the most likely in this group, my friends from church, my children's friends, my friends at school. And what do you say? Don't worry about it. Let your upline carry that weight if you are rather new. Let them take the weight off of these new distributors and help build your wall of belief. But all you really have to do is simply share your excitement and why you thought of them. Using their whys lets them know you care. Use all those wonderful company tools to validate, and your main purpose is to set an appointment. Some of these wonderful opening sentences have always been helpful. You can modify them to whatever seems appropriate for your circumstances and the time. But most important, see at the bottom it says, how are you? Just listen. Just ask that question and just listen. Discover their why. And again, your purpose is to set that appointment. So many different kinds of appointments. This is where I'm going to just emphasize a little differently some of the things that we all use to share the Relive story. And my hope is that you're going to really kind of take a new look at how you can do this. And there's no question that people love stories. And you want to provide just enough information about our company and our products, the Relive business opportunity to really engage your prospect. I love how we've been told in the past, don't spill the popcorn. Let them go in and enjoy that movie for themselves. But definitely, you want to listen to them. You want to discover what is concerning them. You want to make this about them. You want to share your story and let them know that you have something that may be of interest. Exchange contact information and be back in touch with them within 24 hours. So you've made that initial contact. You have been able to share your story, and you've made that appointment. Be back in touch. You've made that second contact, shall we say, and be back in touch within 24 hours. Don't let these things sit and wait and get cold. You've prompted their interest. Look at their needs. Put your feet in their shoes and realize the sincerity with which they acted when they gave you an opportunity to be in touch. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of knowing your 1 minute health and business story. If you haven't memorized it yet and you are new, get back with the person who sponsored you and be able to say in 1 minute who you are, where you're from, before Relive, since Relive, and forever. So, as an example, I'm Barb Verbonich, and I have used these Relive products for 16 years. I'm from the Central Coast of California, and before Relive, I felt like a piece of burnt toast. I was overworked, overweight, overstressed. I was not having a lot of fun. But since Relive, I have recouped that spunk and drive I had years ago. I just turned 71 and I'm totally prescription free. Do you think I'm ever going to stop using these products? No way. So that's just an example. But get it down, write it down on paper, practice it in front of the mirror, speak with sincerity, and enjoy sharing a glimpse into your Relive world when you share that story. Also, if you're not too comfortable and you're brand new, just know what your upline story is and share that with people and let folks know you can't wait for them to meet that upline and talk to them in person. Upline, share that Relive story. Here's a job for you. Make sure that you have given your active downline your number and encourage them to have it somehow on their phone on speed dial. So when they're in the grocery store and they're fumbling for words, they can say, hold on a minute, you've got to meet my friend Quila. And upline, just like we always do, take that call just about any time. Anytime. Remember who your leaders are, who is wanting to grow and develop their business, and be available to them. Share your story. Encourage the person you're talking to get registered right now today. It's an easy thing to do. And make sure you affirm the person who has put you on the call, your downline. Be sure you're affirming whoever it is that has called you. Say, you are in great hands with Roger Broberg. He is dedicated to his customers, and he's going to give you the best of all customer service. So be sure you affirm them when you are doing a three-way for someone. Another little bit about sharing the story. Be ready when you do a three-way call. Have that person's name on a piece of paper. I have a form that I use where I keep track of all the things that I've spoken to these people about and all the things that they have told others when I put them on a three-way call. If you do not know how to do a three-way call, inquire and practice with your upline. Make sure that you've got that person on the phone who's going to be your special guest, and then dial in your customer. Give a special introduction saying, I am so excited. You're going to have an opportunity to talk with Joyce Benita. She has gotten some great results with Relive, and she's going to be able to answer some questions that you may have regarding your condition or concern. Then introduce your customer and say, Joyce, I'm happy to introduce you to Sarah Verbonich. Mute yourself, take those notes, let that conversation go forward, and then when it is concluded, be sure and thank your Relive guest, Joyce Benita, Roger Broberg, whomever it is that is helping you on that call. Be sure you use that etiquette and thank them for taking time. And indeed, they will reaffirm that you are in great hands with Roger, Quila. I could list all of the wonderful names. Lauren, whomever, please put your name there. And be sure you set up that next call. It's such an easy thing to do, to say goodbye and miss that opportunity to not say, great, Sarah, I'll give you a buzz the same time tomorrow, because I know you're really interested in knowing more about this. So we'll give you a buzz tomorrow at 10 o'clock and have another person for you to learn from. And if no one answers, never waste that call. Never, ever waste that call. Leave the message. Leave the message with that third-party validation. Share the story. How can we engage new people? What can we do? Look at the list we have here. Invite them to Relive meetings and events. Take them to some in-home shake parties, lunch and learn webinars, conference calls. I put in red letters, call-list.net. A lot of folks are not using that these days. Go on there, www.call-list.net. It is full and up to date with live and recorded calls that you can always use at spur of the moment or as a planned tool to do those conference calls and three-way calls. Be sure you're using your upline and sideline. And we, on this call and in this group, have a wealth of other distributors who are Relive cousins and friends. Make those acquaintances. Do regular power hours with them. This one little note, 10 in 10, that's something I'm not sure if a lot of folks are using anymore, but it's something that Quila and I and others were utilizing and still do upon occasion. If you have someone really interested in this business, let them know. You're going to set up a 10 in 10 for them, 10 calls in 10 days. They can always say no, thank you, but offer that to them and make that date and time an appointment each time you've called or contacted them so that they can look forward to that next one. It really builds their wall of belief. And someone who is sincere, who's bringing forward names of people that they want to share with, it's a great way to build the belief of a new customer or a new distributor who is really serious. Some of our other ways, of course, are one-on-ones, three-way calls, share that lifestyle magazine, get information off the blog, put it in an email, put it in a text and send it off, video tools, your personal website, the phone app. How did I forget that? That phone app is a wealth of ways to share that story. And if nothing more, and you are sitting there at an appointment and you are wanting to share this compensation plan, do it on a napkin. And that means you better know it. But last word here at the bottom, you don't have to know it all. Be honest and use the Relive built-in system to educate and validate. Asking for a decision. So let me just say, we're done with more in-depth information regarding sharing the story. And now you're sitting there at that appointment Be prepared to do business. Have your products, have your tools with you at all times. Be ready to register that person using your phone, using the paper, using the website, whatever it may be, and have products there available for them. You can front them products and still have them order with their name and number and replace their products, and you can get the credit for registering, say, a new quick start. Of course, all of that product has to be ordered under that person's ID from the company, but go ahead and front them from your product and let them reorder or order the replacement under their own ID and give you those points for the Aloha trip. Have recommended orders ready for each option. I'm so impressed to see what Yvette and Lucia and Rudy do. It's really exciting that this person you're working with has the ability to look and see, okay, I'd like to consider a 25%, I'd like to consider a 40%, and you have a sample order there ready for them. If they have said yes, we know what we're going to do, but let's say someone says not now. Well, I have a binder called my parking lot binder, and I love having the ability to just say, well, no problem, we'll be back in touch, maybe in another 3 months or so. Just know that I care. Where do you want to get started? Ask those questions and listen. That listen should be in bold. Recommend Super PAC, personalized needs, keep it simple, don't overwhelm them. Let's look at the ways you can save on the products and ask for those referrals. What interested you when we went through this compensation plan? Have those products. If they're wanting to start, give them a sample of that Energize, of that Now, of that combination. Show them how to mix it and reaffirm them that any decision to get involved with Relive is a very good decision. So if they're wanting to build that business, pull out that decision tool for them and let them see just exactly what their choices are. But they've said, I want to join you as a distributor, or I want to join you as a master affiliate. Review the comp plan, let them decide for themselves as you listen and ask questions regarding, are you wanting to do this simply for a savings with your family, or are you wanting to actually begin building a business? If they want to get started, get that application out, register online, register it on your phone. Let them decide what they are wanting, but help guide them to the best selection, the best option based upon what they have said. And I love it. I love it. Who do you know who might want to start a Relive business? Always ask for referrals, whether they are a customer or a distributor. I want to quickly review the compensation plan because we cannot be familiar enough with it. And just remember those 5 streams of income actually are retail profit, where people earn from 10 to 40%. And there you are in the middle, and you get to decide, are you going to earn $10 to $40? As you retail $100, you can make anywhere from $10 to $40. And everyone is a potential customer. If I have a new distributor, and especially a master affiliate, I encourage them to start building that business and work with them until they have a good 20 customers, 20 to 30. Our second form of income is our wholesale profit, where we can earn anywhere between 5% and 30%. And, oops, excuse me, let me go back. So it's a stair step. They get to decide. It's all based upon volume minus the percent of the stair step that they have chosen. And of course, their first order as a master affiliate is at a 35%. And right now we have that bonus of $250 for each new master affiliate that we sponsor. And that is in addition to the $250 that we receive when we enroll a new master affiliate. So it's a pretty exciting thing to be sponsoring these new masters. So here we are. Here you are. You have established yourself as a master affiliate. Your sponsor and your upline team are helping you establish a customer base of 20 to 30 people, that 2,000 in volume for each of the new master affiliates that you have sponsored, because you've helped them build a customer base of 20 to 30 people. Let's say 20 people each purchasing $100. That's how we get that 2,000 in volume for each of those 3 new master affiliates. That gives you an extra $480. Now that's in addition to your retail with your customer base of about 10 people purchasing $100. You're earning 40% on that. So you're earning about a $400 bonus, $400 income in your retail. Your wholesale, maybe you have 5 to 7 distributors, and you are earning maybe $250, $300 from those distributors based upon what they have moved in their volume. And now this third form, you're earning an additional $480, nearly $1,000 in all 3 forms of income on a monthly basis. You've helped those 3 masters sponsor 3. We now have generated 1,080. Those 3 have sponsored 3. We have 200. Those 9 have sponsored 3. 27. You're now generating 2,160 in addition to your retail and wholesale. That 27 sponsors 3. It just simply goes on and on. Ultimately, really, in this very clear presentation of 3 sponsoring 3, working towards that monthly income of $18,300. And Jim, you always do a fabulous job of helping people see just what that additional $1,000 in the bank can really mean, or in their income can mean were it in a bank. Are you on still, Jim, and could share the value of this residual income with our group?
Hi, Barb. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me share just a little bit. When we got started over 27 years ago, I was just looking, one of the reasons we got involved was to provide a better retirement plan. And we loved the product, and we checked out the business, like what we saw. And you know, when I was for the retirement plan, I was looking at pensions and annuities and things like that. And I started thinking about, well, if I had $1 million in a fixed life annuity, and if I did that at 5%, that would equal $50,000 a year divided by 12 months equals $4,000 a month. And $4,000 a month is what the ambassador level is. And if you did that at 3%, it would be $2,500 a month just to get, and that would be a senior director level. And so that's kind of how I approached it. If you had $500,000 in the bank in a life annuity at 5%, that'd be $25,000 a month divided by 12 months. That'd be $2,000 a month you could earn. And if you had $250,000 in the bank at 5%, equals $12,000 divided by 12 months is $1,000 a month. And so the way I looked at the Relive comp plan was, if you build this business and build a residual income that generates that you're earning $1,000 a month, which is a key director level, it's like having $250,000 in a fixed annuity or in the bank. And so, but I don't have to have $250,000 in the bank to earn $1,000 a month, because I can build this residual income by building this business with repeat business. And so we've always heard the statement, we all have residual bills, why not have residual income? And I always approached it that we're building businesses here, and we help people succeed in their individual businesses, and will succeed. And when you're working for someone else, you're just trading your time for dollars. You're working to make them wealthy. But when you have a job, you can always add to your income. But when you create jobs, you multiply your income, and you can build a residual income. And that's kind of how I approached it. So I don't know if that.
I love it, and that made sense to me. So don't think if you are generating $500 in residual income that it's not significant. It's very significant, and congratulations to you. Maybe you're at that key director earning $1,000 in residual income. That's very significant. So that's like having $375,000 in the bank, earning I think it was like around a 4% return. That's a lot of money, guys. And you are to be congratulated for pushing through, persevering, and increasing this third form of income. Thanks so much, Jim. You are masterful in understanding this comp plan, and I've always loved hearing from you.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you. So it's not pittance, guys. It's true, honest to goodness money that has a residual value of comparable to a significant amount in savings in the bank. Okay. So now we're going to register these people and we're going to go. We're going to follow up with our customers, and you've learned some great things and how you can do that, the tools that you can use, the people that are willing to help you. And I love this. This is an example, but really, whether you do a follow-up 10 times in 10 days, or if you're just keeping it a little more simple, or if that person doesn't even want to have you call them, but is willing to receive a voicemail, or willing to receive a text message, or willing to receive a video from your app, be in touch. These folks are equivalent to the gold in our business. Treat them with respect, build those relationships, and have a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Most of all, let these folks know that we believe in these products, we believe in this business, we believe in them, and we care that we accomplish for them the things that they are wanting. Don't forget, who do you know who could benefit from these products or this business? Set up your distributors to succeed. Help them take immediate action. Building that list, registering them, helping them with the XR list, connect them, decide who you're going to call first. It's so simple. It is so much fun to look at this circle of events, of activities, and know all we have to do is repeat and repeat and repeat. And some of these things might be scary to a newcomer. So you as upline, you stand beside them. If it takes 3 years, you still stand beside if they are asking questions. If it takes 5 years, but they're still hoping and wanting and believing that they can do this, be there for them. But do things alongside a brand new distributor. Model with them right out the gate so that those who are ready to take off and take action can, and those who are building, who are not so confident, are building that confidence. But never give up on somebody, guys. Yes, we can say, who's next? But no matter what, you've got a parking lot binder, you've got a way of staying in touch for distributors who maybe are not serious about the business, but help them accomplish what they want. Help them order, help them register, help them learn about the website, talk through the things they'll get in their distributor kit, show them how to go on relive.com to get started, introduce them to their upline, call distributor services with them, and introduce them to distributor services. Etiquette goes far in this world, and it's oftentimes forgotten. Care about others, and they will care about you. Review the Relive system, which basically is coming right up. Here are some of our tools. They're fabulous, and there's so many more. Now, kudos to Tom and to our corporate staff for just putting together the most significant, stellar, beautiful website and apps. So here is our system. We have two special events, two special conferences coming up. We'll see them in just a moment. But we've got our daily activities. We've got our special events, our conferences. We've got our corporate support with those wonderful phone calls, all of them being recorded and available on our phone app. And look at the bottom there. It's all about new people meeting and greeting and understanding and learning and gaining value, whether it be from improved health or improved finances. Don't forget to engage your team. If you have a new distributor, help them especially to develop a library of stories. Don't do follow-up for them, but do follow-up with them. Introduce them to your upline, your downline, other sideline distributors like the folks we have on this call, the tools and the Relive system. To build ambassadors, you want to build relationships. Stay engaged to what is going on in Relive. We have so much going on right now. It is fabulous. Set those goals, stretch your and their thinking. I have to correct that. That's a typo. What will it take to make Key Director in how many months? Decide where you want to be. Get familiar with that compensation plan and the progression you can make through the director program. Decide who's going to be Key Director in your organization next and review that road to PD. So duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. That beautiful golden circle there. Identify, connect, share the story, ask for a decision, register and go, all the while following up, using those tools, letting these people know you care. And the big question is, who's next? Now, something fun. We've got Super Saturday coming up here in our area. Linda Vance and Nick Priest on February 3rd. Any other people want to come on and make announcements of what's going on in local events? Give you just a moment. Kudos
Barb,
to those of you who... Yay, Lauren.
Hey. We're doing fun and themed Tuesday nights leading up to, actually, we have Tom Pinnock coming March 8th for a special event and 9th for a training. So the Tuesday nights are just little themed nights leading up to that.
Whoa, awesome. Tom the man. Awesome. Oh my goodness, that's wonderful. You're going to be a blessing to so many. Have a wonderful event. That's March 8 and 9 down there in, is it going to be in Garden Grove?
Yep, at our house.
Okay. Awesome, Lauren. Have a blast and break out a wall or two.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Anybody else? Some local things you want to make us aware of? Okie doke. Register for Relive Live this summer. Oops. Oh, I missed it. Well, it'll come up. We have Relive Live in San Jose, Concord, California this spring, April 5th and 6th. So be sure you're registered for that. It's going to be fabulous. And I think I have to go back one because we have Relive Live this summer in Chicago. Some wonderful events to build towards and to encourage those new distributors and new customers, new masters to get involved. Okay, so let's see here. There have been a lot of hearts because it's just been Valentine's Day, and this isn't just any ordinary heart. This is a heart that's going to tell us some tips about the coaching habit, that fabulous book that I read on the way to Washington, D.C. The byline is say less, ask more, and change the way you lead forever. Get out a pencil and paper and write down these little sentences, these questions. This is a list of 7 questions that are fabulous for helping business partners. This is not for a new customer, but this is for someone who you are coaching, someone you are mentoring, someone who is wanting to build their business. So a kickstart question. You're sitting there with your distributor, and kickstart question, the opening of that meeting, you're going to say, what's on your mind? Let them tell you, and you listen. Listen, and let them tell you what's concerning them, what they're feeling frustrated about, what they need help with. The question, number 2. Say, and what else? And listen. The focus question, number 3. What's the real challenge for you here? In other words, what you're trying to do is not be the answer man who has to spend hours sending emails or text messages or phone conversations telling them while they're listening. You are tuning into the natural ability of people to know their problem and have an opportunity to express what it is, what their needs are, and find the solution themselves. Okay? So you're training people to be leaders. Number 4, the foundation question. What do you want? Number 5, the lazy question. How can I help? Number 6, the strategic question. If you're saying yes to this, what are you saying no to? And lastly, when you finish that time in mentoring with them, you saying very little and them saying a lot, the learning question, number 7, what was most useful for you? So write these down and try them out the next time you're with one of your distributors, old or new. Try them out with yourself, with your spouse, and see if you can't discover that you already know the solution. They already know the solution. You do not have to be the go-to answer man. You're really helping your ability to lead them down a path of self-direction, self-discovery, self-government, and greater strength. Okay, so the real secret sauce here, this is the quote of the author, Michael Bungay Stainer. The real secret sauce here is building a bit of curiosity. The change of behavior that's going to serve you the most powerfully is simply this: a little less advice, a little more curiosity, and you as the leader, you need to find your own questions, find your own voice, and above all, build your own coaching habit. But again, a little less advice, a little more curiosity, a whole lot more listening, and leading that person to their own self-discovery of answers and strength. So I hope that's of interest to you. I found it really kind of cool because I've been guilty of answering all the questions instead of saying, let's go back to that. Instead of saying, well, what's on your mind? What else? What's the real challenge here for you? What do you want? How can I help you? If you're saying yes to this, what are you saying no to? And what was most useful for you? Okay. So, above all else, know that you are dearly loved and tremendously valued. You are the true gems of Relive, and I love you. And it's fun to associate myself with you. So, God bless you all. I'm going to go ahead and, stop the recording, and then we can answer any questions that we may have. stop recording. And I hope it's working. Do I want to